the day of Harivasar. So it is for us very important to be near always with Hari, Sri Krishna, Sri Radha. And by this name, Mahamantra, by this mantra, we can be always with them. So, we can continue. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Now the fourth word, Krishna. Yesterday we have listened is three: Hare, Krishna, and Hare. Now today, next word, again Krishna. Jivo hridi kurshya ropilo bhakti bija Atoevo chaitanyero Krishna nama nijo. The meaning of the name of Krishna. Karshati iti Krishna. Krishir bhuvachaka shabda nascha nivritivachaka tayo raikyam parabrahma Krishna itya vidhiyate. Shruti. Make it silent.
Radha Krishna das.
Karshayati, who is attracting us. Akarshana. When we are feeling really, eternally attracted by some things, we must know that is the form of Krishna. Not externally, because always we'll feel some attraction from this material world. But some feelings will come, some attraction will come from our inside. But we are not recognizing this attraction. That is why we are not catching these points. It is Krishna. But sometimes we'll get these feelings and attraction internally. And we must know this attraction, these feelings is Krishna's feelings. What will get these benefits if we'll chant the name Krishna? Krishir bhuvachaka shabda, nascha nivritvachaka. That is fixed. Bhuvachaka means nishchit. If we'll chant the name of Krishna, only just this word Krishna, then we'll get ananda. Nascha nivritvachaka. Nivriti means the eternal bliss, pure ananda. Whenever we will chant this, then we can feel maybe a little bit. When we will get this pureness by inside, then we will get this feelings 100%. But whenever, even all the little boys and girls, they will feel some things with this name, Krishna. Because eternal bliss is with this name, Krishna. Here, Haridas Thakur is saying that Jivo hridi kurshya. Here, karshan is not attraction. It's something like cultivating. You know cultivation? the farmers, they are doing the cultivation with the ground, Before they will put the seeds, they have to cultivate this ground. With the cows, with this axe.
Plow.
Plow, yes, with this plow. So, Krishna is cultivating. And here Haridas Thakur saying that he is not Krishna, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, for us, all the Kali people. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is cultivating our heart, and after they will cultivate, all the farmers, they will cultivate this by the plow, then they will grind this big pieces of the
earth.
Yes. Because if it will be hard, then this seeds will not grow. And they will take out all the plants from this ground, which will give some problems to grow up these seeds.
The weeds. Take out the weeds.
Yes.
Weeds.
Yes. And they will put some chemicals or some this cow dungs, they'll mix with the ground. They'll prepare this. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is also doing like this with us, with all the Kali people. First, she will give us Mahamantra. It's like a playing. Khalaro cholete dila mridanga karutal. In front of him, we're like a little boy and girl. Like Haridev. He likes to play mridanga. He likes to sing, isn't it? Now, this time, this everything for him, it's like a play. He is feeling some pleasure with this, to playing mridanga. In that way, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also, he gave us like a toy, the mridanga, the cattle. He gave us, it's like a toy, that just play with this, and then whenever you will play with this and you will continue this playing, then you will feel attachment with this. Khalaro cholete dila kholo karotal. And this is not my word, it is written there. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Bhagavat, you can find this verse. Whenever we'll continue with this Mridanga Karatal, before we'll chant Mahamantra mentally in beats, we'll enjoy the big Sankirtan, isn't it? Dancing, singing loudly, doing Sankirtan. When we'll continue this, then time to time the feelings will come. Then we can realize some things here in our heart. Oh, maybe in this Mahamantra there has some things, that is why we are getting some pleasure. Then our mind will feel this attachment. To give us this Mridanga Karatal, and to show us to do Mahasankirtan, this Nagara Sankirtan and this big Sankirtan, Sriman Mahaprabhu, in that way he is cultivating our heart. Now just play with this. Because he wants to prepare. Before Sriman Mahaprabhu, no one did this. Sri Krishna in Dwapara Yuga and all the other avatars, they just gave their advices. Even Krishna in Srimad Bhagavata, Bhagavad Gita give advices. So many advices. Do this, do this, do this, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. But Sriman Mahaprabhu, first, Sriman Mahaprabhu, he realized about our situation, that how much we have ability to perform this all. And that's why he is always with us. Jateshtang re prata kuru hari hari dhvani manisham tato vah samsaram buddhi taranodaya mai laget idam bahus photai ratati ratan yah pratigriham bhaje nityanandam bhajanataru niravadi. What Dayal Nitai instruct us? Just do Mahamantra in anyhow, any way. Maybe your mind is not fixed with this Mahamantra, but just continue. Just chant this. Any way. Do Sankirtan, okay, no problem. You can do Sankirtan only. If you like, then only you can chant by Japamala, or always you are meditating about this. Just continue. Because he knows, if we'll continue this, then after some time we'll get the blessings from Mahamantra. Then we can get this realization, feelings, attachment. It will come to us. They are always with us. Nitayacharya Sriman Mahaprabhu, the promises from Sriman Mahaprabhu, it was really fixed for us by Nitayacharya. Mahaprabhu gave us so many promises. But we got these fruits, this all activities from Nitayacharya. And he gave this surety, yes, I am taking these responsibilities. I am always with you. And not only me, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is also always with you. So they are always with us. They are cultivating. When this ground of our heart will prepare to get this seed, which seed? Mahamantra? No. Bhakti Lata Bij. The seed of bhakti. What Mahamantra will do?
Watering.
Yes, not only watering, giving food. By Mahamantra, we can take care of this Bhakti Lata Bija, this Bhakti seed. So, this Mahamantra, we can grow up Bhakti Lata in our heart. And our heart will be prepared by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sri Nityananda Prabhu. They are always together. Whenever you will know some things about Nitayacharya is doing, you must know Mahaprabhu is there. Whenever Mahaprabhu is doing some things, you must know Nitayacharya is there. They are always together in different form. Isn't it? Sankirtanaika pitaro kamalaya taksho. What in pranam mantra of them? It said that Sankirtanaiko Pitaru. Only Sriman Mahaprabhu, the father of Sankirtan? No. There has two. Pitaro means, if we'll just go with grammatical form of this word, Pitaro, there's some rules. Mata cha pita cha to Pitaro. That means in this word Pitaru, there has both forms, Mata and Pita. And in this pranam mantra, always Rupa Goswami is using the plural form. Why plural form? Vishambharo, Dijavaro, all this plural form. If it will be singular, then Vishambhara, Dijavara. No, Vishambharo, Dijavaro. Because there has always two, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Sri Nityananda Prabhu together.
The dual form.
Dual form.
Yeah.
Dual form is there. Both are together taking care of this universe. Both of them, they are Brahmanas. Dijavaro, Sankirtanik Pitaro. Who is mother and who is father for Sankirtan? Mata cha Pita cha to. He explained about this, that there has Mata and Pita both. And there has two, Mahaprabhu and Sri Nityananda Prabhu. Then who is father of Mahamantra and who is mother of Mahamantra? Rupa Goswami said, no, both of them father and both of them mother. Sometimes Mahaprabhu father, Mata, Pita, and Nityananda Prabhu Mata, and sometimes Nityananda Prabhu Pita, Mahaprabhu Mata. That is the great mercy from them. They are not only in the father mood, like all other avatars. They appeared here in Kali Yuga with these two forms. Sometimes they are taking care of us, like mother, with very attachment. Sometimes they are taking care of us, like father. Mother is giving us all the internal knowledge, internal feelings. Our lesson will start from the mother's lap, is not? Our mother will show us that is light and that is darkness. That is good, that is bad. And then, when the child will grow up, then father will take care to give them external knowledge for this external world. So, for us, mother is most important. That is why both of them appeared here in this world, in Kali Yuga, with this two mood, father and mother. Mostly mother mood. That is why Rupa Goswami he mentioned Sachi Shuta, Sachi Nandana Hari, Sada Hridaya Kandare Supuratu. That Sachinandana Hari should rise in our heart always. She will stay in our heart always. In this word of Krishna, the fourth word, Haridas Thakur, he mentioned about this point, that both of them, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Sri Nityananda Prabhu, after they are cultivating our heart, they will prepare this ground. They will make it plain land. They will take out all this, what to say, weeds, and they will give food for the grounds. That means fertilizers. And then, when the ground will prepare, then they will put the seed of bhakti, bhakti lata bija. And then, when will continue Mahamantra, then this Mahamantra will take care of this Bhakti Lata Bij, then it will grow very fast in our heart. By this name of Krishna, he is doing this, Sriman Mahaprabhu, that is why he named here as Krishna. This fourth Krishna is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, only for this, that he is cultivating everything for us. Jivero jivo hridi korshya ropilo bhakti bij. After cultivating our hearts and he is putting bhakti bija, অতএব, that's why Chaitanya Krishna Nam Nija. That is why Sriman Mahaprabhu is known as Krishna. Then next Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Next Krishna, Krishna Varno, Krishna Moy, Je Krishna Varon, অতএব তার নাম কৃষ্ণ নিরূপণ. In Srimad Bhagavat, Nimi Maharaj, he was performing a big yajna, fire sacrifice, because the Kali Yuga was already started that time. Kali Yuga already started when Krishna was here in this material world. He closed his external leelas, pastimes. Kali Yuga was already started. So Nimi Maharaj, he was performing a fire sacrifice, big yajna, to do something good for all jivas. And that time, Navayogendra, 9 brothers, Kavi, Hari, this all 9 brothers, they are very great sagas. They came that place, not to meet Nimi Maharaj, not to do anything there. They are the traveler, and by their traveling, they just went there. To take their darshan, Nimi Maharaj was so surprised. Oh, I am very fortunate. Why I can continue this fire sacrifice when Navajogendra here in front of us? They can explain what is our duty for this Kali Yuga. So, Nimi Maharaj, he welcomed in a good way and he offered asana to them. When they seated, then he asked, Dharman Bhagavatan Bruta Yadi na Srutaya Kshamam Jai Prasanna Prapanyaya Dasya Tatmanamapaja. O great Muni Rishis, I offer my obeisance to your lotus feet. I know your time is very valuable time and I don't want to waste this. So I am asking directly my question. We are here, so many people, we want to know about Bhagavad Dharma. If we have this ability to listen, if we are qualified to get this knowledge, that is humbleness. If we'll follow them, then we can get all about our habits, about our mood. Nimi Maharaj, he was a scholar, he was a pure devotee, but then also, you can see how he asked, "O Munivar, if I am qualified, if you feel that I am qualified to listen this, then we want to know about Bhagavad Dharma." That is humbleness. That you should decide this, I am qualified or not. First you have to decide this, I am qualified or not. Then you can say, then you can answer my question. And then he mentioned about this, which Bhagavad Dharma he want to listen. Joy prasanna parvanyaya dasyatyatmanamapaja. We want to know about such Bhagavad Dharma by which Krishna, who is Aja, you know, Aja means
Unconquerable.
hmm?
Unconquerable.
No,
Unborn.
Unborn.
unborn. Aja means unborn. Who is Nitya, by which Krishna can offer himself automatically. If we'll continue, if we'll practice in Bhagavad Dharma, Krishna will offer himself automatically. Because if someone will practice in Bhagavad Dharma, there has nothing to exchange, only he has to give himself. Nimi Maharaj has said, I want to know about this Bhagavad Dharma, if I am qualified. Then they start, all the 9 brothers, they start to describe about this Bhagavad Dharma. First Kavijagindra, Harjogindra. Then they started about the Yugavatars. Krita, that means Satya, Treta, Dwapara. They described this all 3 yugas, and then Kali Yuga. About Kali Yuga Avatara, they explain Krishna Varnam Tisha Krishnam Shangya Pangastra Parshadam Kalo Sankirtana Prayair Yajantihi Shumedhasha, who are most intelligent, they will recognize, they will worship this avatar by Sankirtana. And what is his qualities? How one can recognize that he is avatar of a Kali? Haridas Thakur is explaining this. Krishna Varno Krishna Moy Je Krishna Varon Atoevo Tar Naam Krishna Nirupan. Krishna Varnam. Nimi Maharaj asked, how we can recognize this avatar of Kali? And then he explained a very nice verse in Srimad Bhagavata. Every word there has 2 meanings. Krishna Varnam. Varnam means his body effulgence is really Krishna. He is really black, shining black. But Tisha of Krishnam, but with which effulgence will comes out from his body, it is not really Krishna. It is not black. Or Krishnam. That means the opposite of Krishnam is Gauram. Tisha, Kanti, effulgence, it's of Krishna. That is external meaning of this word. But internal meanings? Then he said, Krishna Varnam, is always will be this word Krishna. You can recognize him very nicely, very easily. You can see him, he's always chanting Krishna, 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 Krishna. Then Nemi Maharaj, he asked, it is not surprising? He himself Krishna, but then also he is chanting Krishna. Why Krishna will chant his own name? Because Tisha of Krishna, by the effulgence and mood, she will be not Krishna, she will be Srimati Radharani. When he has this mood of Srimati Radharani, that means he will follow the moods of Srimati Radharani, and Srimati Radharani likes to chant always Krishna. And like all other yugas, she will not use any weapons like Sudarshana, like Kaumadaki, his club. No, she will not use such weapons, such astras. But in this Kali Yuga also, he has his own astra, like all his associates. Upangas. And the great weapon for him will be his beautiful Swaroop, Sa Anga, the beauty of his Swaroop. You will never find such kinds of beauty in all other avatars, not even in Krishna. Lochan Das Thakur, he explained very nice about this Sriman Mahaprabhu's Swarup. Isn't it? Dhaval Pater Jor Poreche. Dhaval Pater Jor Poreche. Ranga Ranga Par Diyeche. ও তার চরণ উপর দুলে গেছে কোচাগো বাকমল সোনার নূপুর বেজে যায় মধুর মধুর ও তার রূপ দেখিতে ভুবন মূর্ছাগো. Very nicely he describes the Swarup of Sriman Mahaprabhu. If you will see his beauty, then you will lose your senses, all senses. All his beauty, not only by the body, by his mood, by his dressing, by his reciprocating with others, by his nature, everything is more than others, is most beautiful. So, Sangha Pangastra Parshadam, his own form, his own beauty, this will be like a great weapon. Whenever anyone will see this beauty, he cannot take his mind out from him. All of them has to take shelter on their lotus feet. In Kaji Udhar, the Smartha Brahmanas, they like to dominate Sriman Mahaprabhu, because that time he was really popular in Navadvip, and so, and he started the open following scriptures. Before this, all the smarters, they preach about Shastra in their own way, how they'll get benefits from the people, how they'll get money from the people. So they are always pushing all these other castes not to do anything. Even the other castes, like this more fallen one, will come near to them, and if they'll touch their shadow, even shadows, then they have to pay something dakshina to the brahmanas. Because they are saying that, oh, I touch your shadow, you come near to me, I touch your shadow, so I have to perform this prayaschitta. And you have to spend all this prayaschitta money. In that way, the brahmanas, not the brahmanas, they try to dominate all the other castes. But Mahaprabhu, before Mahaprabhu Nitai Chand, he broke this all.
Yeah, you died.
He started to associate with everyone, even the Chandals.
Yeah, you died.
And that's why the Brahmanas, they said, oh, you are not following the rules of Brahmanas. Although you are Brahmana, but you are not following the rules. You are touching all of them, and you are not performing any prayashchittas. Nitai Chand never listened to the word. And then the Brahmanas, they said, oh, this person is mad. Pagal Nitai. And Mahaprabhu, he appreciates, he supports this. So, both of them, they are very popular in Navadvip that time. And Brahmanas, because it reduces earning money from the other castes. They are not going to the Brahmanas, they are following Sriman Mahaprabhu and Sri Nitai. So, they try to stop them. And they said everything against about them to Kaji. And they are not saying, they are not said that about this, that Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu is doing like this. They said, oh, Kaji, you know, they are breaking your rules. Which rules you gave to all of them, but Sachinandan, Nimai Pandit is not following your rules. He is always breaking your rules. You have to do something for this. Okay, I'll talk with them. I'll talk with Nimai Pandit because he is my nephew. Brahmana was very surprised. Oh, Kaji is Muslim and Nimai Pandit is Brahmana. How they are relatives? Kaji is saying that Nimai Pandit is my nephew. Bhagina, you know the Bhagina, the relation, Bhagina? Bhagina is the son of sisters. They are known as Bhagina. For brothers, son of sister, they are known as Bhagina. Chand Kaji, he said, oh, I'll talk with him and I know she will not break my rules and she will follow my words because he is my nephew. Brahman was so surprised. Oh, that means when they are relatives, then nothing will happen there. Chand Kaji will not listen our words. Then another day they came and they said, you know, Nimai Pandit is doing Sankirtan with so many people. You have to take care about this. Otherwise they'll do some revolution against you, because now he is very powerful with all the people. That time Chatkaji was really afraid. Oh, he has so many manpower. He has so many manpower. That means yes, maybe they're right. What? Nimai Pandit is doing Sankirtan with all the peoples at the night time also? Okay. I'll send my this force to them. Then the Brahmana said, but be careful. If you'll go or if you'll send your force to him, must say them, and also you remember, don't look at his face. Don't look at his face. If you'll see one time, then we'll never take out your mind from there. And you will take shelter. I know very well. We know very well. That's why we're not looking at his face. Never. Shaw Anga, the great weapon for Sriman Mahaprabhu. And the near associates, all his associates, it's like a weapon. Kalo Shankirtana Prayair Jajanti Hi Shumedhasha. Who is intelligent, who has some buddhi, then all of them will worship Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. How? Not by these dresses and flowers and so big naivedyas. They will worship him by Sankirtana. And in Kali Yuga, there has only one sacrifice is there, and that is Nama Jagya. Not Ashwamedha Yagya, not Gomedha Yagya, not Ada Yagya. No fire. You need no fire. But always, every day you can do this sacrifice, and it is Nama Yagya. For all your work, Nama Yagya is enough. You will get the same benefits from like fire sacrifices. Jagai Shankirtana Prayair, because for worshipping if you worship in a big way to the deities, then there has mentioned in scriptures you have to perform this fire sacrifice. That's why they mention about this yajna. You have not to use any fire, you have not to do fire sacrifice. Jagai Shankirtana Praya. By this Nama Jagya, you can worship Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. All the intelligence, they will worship Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by Sankirtana. This Krishna, the fifth word Krishna, is like this. Krishna Varna Krishna Moy Je Krishna Varon Otoe Tar Nam Krishna Nirupam. We are worshipping Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is always chanting Krishna, who is always with Krishna mood, always thinking about Krishna, always saying Krishna, taking darshan of Krishna, who is always doing something for Krishna, because he is in Srimati Radharani mood. And with this mood of Srimati Radharani, he is always Krishna Maya. That is why Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he known here as Krishna. Here Krishna is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, it's in that way. Tomorrow we'll continue. No, not tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the installation of Ananga Manjari. 10 a.m. we'll do this installation there in Radha Vinod temple, and then Bhandara. So you are all invited there. We should invite everyone.
You're all invited there. 10 a.m. is confirmed. I didn't know the time.
Yes, 10 a.m. we'll do this installation and then
And then Bhandara.
Bhoga and Bhandara. So tomorrow our Katha will be Visram. Day after tomorrow we'll continue this. Okay? The next, Krishna. It is very sweet and very important for us. Is not Tauji? There is another explanation from Jiva Goswami and Raghunath Das Goswami. But I found this is most sweetest. This explanation of Mahamantra from Murari Gupta Karcha by Haridas Thakur is very sweet. This I found. And also Dauji said this. So the day after tomorrow we'll continue this, and at the evening Katha will be continue every day. Tomorrow also, today also, in the same place.
This is called, what is this called again? The book?
This book, this Sadhana Samput. Very soon you will get the English translation of this book, and everything Malathi you will know, when and where.
Not so fast.
No, they're not. They're doing Nityananda.
Nityananda Vamsa Vistar first. এটা একটু কমপ্লিকেটেড আছে না ও পাচ্ছি না
So Malathi will know everything about this. Says and Govardhan, Malathi and Govardhan, they're doing this seva by everyone. So this Grantha also you'll get. Sadhana Samput. There has not only this Mahamantra explanation, there are so many things. The puja procedure and the Prarthana Kirtan of Narottam Das Thakur and some other Prarthana Kirtan, important Prarthana Kirtan, and Nishanta Lila, Prata Lila, Smaran, and the Kirtan, Bhogarati Kirtan for noon time, for night time. So everything is here in this Grantha. What you will get, time will come, it will come. Hari Bol.
Hari Bol. If anyone has a copy, actual copy of Sadhana Samput, please let me know.
You have one?
I have one, but
If you'll join Guru Nirjan Mahamahotsav,
yes,
you like to join there?
I have not decided yet.
Okay, if you go there, then
Maybe
maybe
you can get a copy.
ওর কাছে আছে তো আপনি
কার
দিয়ে
কাছে?
দিচ্ছেন হ্যাঁ এটা
কোনটা?
সাধন সম্পদ
অত বলছে নেই।
আছে where did you leave it
It's in my trunk in Vrindavan.
বৃন্দাবন নেই আছে
Vrindavan.
in the trunk you guys
So you have this.